What's going on, everybody? We are back for another episode of the Green Room. I am Marc G. As usual, Nancy, NiChole.
Hey.
LeRon. How's everybody doing this fine Sunday? Good?
Yeah, man.
Why you... It seems like every time we start, it's always him.
I didn't even say nothing.
I know, but you just be funny.
I didn't even say nothing.
I see you got the do-rag.
Do-rag.
Yeah.
With the headband.
With the headband.
It's going to be like 2002, whether y'all like it or not.
Oh, man, y'all just going to have to put up with... You got to put up with 2002.
Back out here. If I had not a rubber band, but a Band-Aid, I'd have put one under my
You ain't
eye.
do that when it was
like
out, did you?
Nah, I would have did it today, though.
Man, I couldn't do the Band-Aid. That was a little
it was too much.
far for me. The Band-Aid was... I fuck with Nelly, but I couldn't get on that wave. But nah, man, we back. Thank y'all for joining us again. We're going to get into some topics. Some of the stuff that we talked about last week. I'm going to put them two in a... Nah, not both of them. You for sure. You pick Soulja Boy to win, but we'll get there because he got smoked.
I mean, he wasn't.
Well, we'll get there. Yeah, we'll get there. But where I do want to start is Derek Chauvin got sentenced. Chauvin, the killer, the murderer of George Floyd, was sentenced after he was found guilty back in April of second-degree murder. He was sentenced on Friday.
Second degree?
Yeah, it was second degree. It wasn't first degree. Second-degree murder. So he was sentenced to 22 and a half years in prison. He could have... So the max, I think, like... Total max, he could have got, like, 30, 40 years, I believe.
Okay.
Sentencing guidelines said anywhere from 10 to 15. The judge gave him 22 and a half. So the judge gave him 22 and a half because he said under Minnesota sentencing guidelines, he still had some leeway. And he said that Chauvin as an officer abused his position, of trust and authority. He also did it on camera in front of children. So they weighed all of these factors when sentencing him. So 22 and a half years, how y'all feel about it?
That was it's cutting the circulation off.
Oh, you can't even do the dude?
Can't do it no more, man. I gotta go
crazy.
back
We
to my
just
head.
talked about it,
That's
and you just
crazy.
stripped
Yeah,
yourself.
my-
I ain't gonna lie
was
though.
starting.
All I can do is about an hour. My shit start.
Yeah, I was starting to nod off.
But nah, how do y'all feel about 22 and a half? Are you satisfied with it? Do you think it should have been more?
Second degree should have been first degree, first of all. And it don't seem like that's long enough.
You don't think so?
22.
Why not?
I don't know. How old is he?
40.
See, that ain't long enough.
45, I believe.
That ain't long
He'll be
enough.
67 if you
Yeah,
do the
that
whole
ain't long
thing.
enough.
Nah?
Because they'll probably get out early on good behavior.
That's what they
some
said.
shit.
He could possibly get out a little
Yeah,
earlier.
They gotta cook him a little. He gonna come
Like
out
cooking.
medium rare. He
You
ain't
need
gonna be well done.
You need him done.
He need
done.
to be well done.
Nancy, how you feel about it? 22 and a half years.
I'm not satisfied at all because I feel like people who have done nonviolent crime have gotten life.
Facts.
This man
I might even
has
think about it like that.
deliberately, intentionally, he knew what he was doing, and he took a life.
Right. It's just
Now,
not
I'm
enough.
not one. I don't. Me in politics and me in the judicial system. I'm not the one you talk to about it.
Okay.
I'm not. But I just feel like it's not fair. I feel like 22 years, and like we said, by him being a police officer, he's going to go on parole. They're going to let this man out early, regardless of the fact he is a human. Whatever.
Yeah.
You know, he has loved ones just like George Floyd did. But he deliberately, in my opinion, he knew that his knee was on this. He knew what he was doing.
He did. The law it sucks though. You know, like you were saying, first degree and all of that, or some people were saying premeditated. And as an officer, you can't really hit them with a premeditated because he was responding to whatever the call was of counterfeit money or whatever. So they can't say that in his mind when he left to go there, he was going to kill him. So you can't really hit him with that one. But so that's why it's second degree. But what I will tell y'all is that he is only the second officer in Minnesota history to be jailed for an on-duty murder. Second. Ever. And I think nationwide since 2005, there's only been 8 officers convicted of murder on duty. Since 2005, and we in 2021. And we already know how many deaths there's been. So when you talk about, proportion-wise, obviously, they're not being prosecuted. So for me, I don't think 22 and a half is enough, but I remember when we used to sit there and say, all right, hopefully they get charged. Then after they get charged, we was like, hopefully they get convicted. So I'm gonna take this kind of what we talked about last week with Juneteenth. It ain't what I wanted, but it's a start, and I'm gonna take it because he was held somewhat accountable for his actions. So yeah, it wasn't enough, but
the only thing
that
with
officer-
that is the held accountable part. I don't think he was held accountable.
but that's why I said somewhat.
Because he literally took somebody's life. The very least he could do is spend the rest of his life in prison. If they're not gonna give him like death row,
Right.
like that type of stuff. But if they're not gonna do that, then yeah, he got to sit for the rest of his life.
Nancy,
I agree. Like,
okay.
and I feel like if he was a man of color, he would have been in prison for life.
Yeah, for sure.
He
That
would've
trial
got the
wouldn't even
death
last
chair.
that long.
So-
They'd have got him out of here. in
Right.
a
He would have got the death chair
commercial break.
or I just feel it's not fair. It's just not. And like I said, he knew his knee was on his, he could have easily reprimanded him another way. He could have got up and made sure he stayed down another way. Had another officer come and assist him to make sure he stayed down and
Right.
took his knee off. You are intentionally knowing that he can't breathe.
It was definitely malicious without a
He's
doubt.
telling you.
It was
5. How many of them was it?
what? How many that have been
4?
convicted? 8 since 2005.
No. In that situation,
Oh, it was what? 3 other cops out there?
Okay, so 4. If 4 cops can't subdue one person, then they don't need to be cops.
They don't need to be.
And that's
an
why.
officer.
And honestly, this is when you get into the whole conversation of defunding the police and reorganizing the way that we police in our neighborhoods. Because you're right, you don't.
I'm not about to be no cop, and then I get called to a scene and the perpetrator whooping my ass.
Right.
I'm not about to on camera. You're not about to whoop my ass publicly, and I'm the man of the law. You're not about to do that to me. So if it take 4 of y'all, and y'all couldn't do it, like what kind of cops is y'all?
I mean, it's the same situation here in Columbus with how they killed the girl, the teenage girl. It's like when you look at the body cam, whether or not she had that knife, it's like, fam, like y'all are trained officers. Y'all watched her throw one girl down, then watched her go
over to the other one.
Like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? If you not, equipped to handle the job, then you might need to go find something else to do. So yeah, 22 and a half years. He probably will get out a little earlier, but like I said, being held accountable is a start, and I'm hoping that it'll start going in the right direction where those grand juries aren't shams anymore when they try to see whether or not they're going to even charge these cops, and we'll start getting some more justice. But I just wanted to touch on that, obviously, that being one of the biggest stories of 2020, and people wanting to know what the outcome would be. This I thought was interesting. I don't know how much stock y'all put into it or other people put into it. I'd go back to being young, being a kid, and just always like UFOs and aliens and all that other shit. They put an actual report out after pressure from people. The government put a report out the other day about UFOs and these, what they're calling not UFOs anymore. Now they're called UAPs.
Okay.
And it's unidentified aerial phenomena.
Okay.
All of these Navy pilots, all of these different people are seeing these things shooting through the sky, and nobody knows what the fuck they are, and nobody wants to talk about it. And it's always been secret, hush about that type of shit. But they released a report on what their findings were, and I'm gonna just drop some of this information on y'all real quick, and then y'all let me know what y'all think. Okay. So they examined 144 reports of what the government terms unexplained aerial phenomena between 2004 and 2021. It's among the first acknowledgments, period, from the U.S. government that they're even looking into UFOs as a serious national security concern. So they put this report out, and the takeaways is they didn't tell us shit. This is what I hate about the government. They make a big deal about, we're going to put this info out, we're going to let y'all know what's going on. Then you read the report, they didn't say nothing. They still don't know what they are. They don't know it. They can say that they don't think it's extraterrestrial yet. They don't think it's a foreign government, but they don't know what it is. Do y'all believe in that? Like, do y'all believe that there's life somewhere? For sure.
I'm not that. I don't even know what the word is. Self-absorbed to think that we are the only thing in this in this universe that exists. I'm sure there is. I know for sure there's other life elsewhere, but I also don't give a fuck. Like, whether the country tells us or not, like, how is that going to change me clocking in tomorrow morning? And what is that going to do?
Nah,
to
you
me?
gotta go
Unless
work.
they pull up.
You gotta go right.
Unless they pull up on me and then they can help me
What?
or something like that.
But what you just said, that's what it is. Like, what if they might be assembling to pull up?
That's cool. What we gonna do though? What we gonna do? Like, niggas couldn't even subdue George Floyd. How the fuck is they gonna subdue E.T.? It ain't gonna happen.
Not E.T. You
It's
so
not gonna
special.
happen.
Do you believe in extraterrestrial? Do you believe in stuff out here in the universe other than us, our species?
I definitely don't doubt it.
You don't
For
doubt
sure.
it?
Oh, definitely not.
There's aliens in our neighborhood. You ever see some?
He about to say something crazy. What type of aliens in our neighborhood?
It's I think
Like some Men in Black shit? Like they just hiding?
that could. I mean,
Implant.
I don't think that's going on, but that could be like actually like. What if people like my brother? He's schizophrenic.
Okay.
Like clinically.
Okay.
But shit that when he's not on his medication, the shit he be thinking of, like, come on, man, nobody makes shit up like this. Like this,
It has to be some truth.
Yeah, what if we the crazy motherfuckers?
We could be.
Like, what if we the ones that's crazy and the people that's like talk about that type of stuff is like enlightened or some shit?
Well, that's always the problem. It's like the ones that feel like they enlightened.
No, not the ones that feel. I'm not.
Oh, you talking about the ones that just
don't even know that they enlightened,
got
but they just talk like they just speak in ways that we don't understand.
So what would y'all do if, in fact, they really out here and they pull up? Like we leave
depends
out,
on what
like
they
we
do.
leave out of here today and they.
I mean, like
They wanna know what's
like,
happening.
what are you gonna do? Like, what can you do?
I
There's
mean,
nothing you can
we
actually
ain't-
do.
We ain't been trained for it, so I don't
Yeah,
know.
so it's kind of like I guess befriend them. Hopefully they can tell when you like not a real nigga, but
That's what's.
a
But
good
look
nigga.
though, that's how I feel. I'd be like, man, you know it ain't me, bro.
You're right. I
I ain't got nothing to do with this. We in the same boat.
Right,
Right. So if you gonna fuck anything, though, go,
You're over there.
Over there. Go
I'm not over there.
Yeah,
I
go
can take
over
you
there.
to a few suburbs. You can
So
set
would
up
you?
shop.
Would you like with your kids and stuff like that? Like I ain't never had that conversation with my child because I don't like you said I don't
It's
think
not
about
even
it that much.
yeah.
It's too much going on in the real world. But with them putting this report out, I've heard some people say, right, and this is a conspiracy theory, I would imagine, but some people believe that the government is purposely putting this stuff out now to try to unite us as people.
Against what?
They don't know, but just something other than ourselves, just to
Okay,
say that there could
conspiracy
be a
theory.
threat. Just to say that there's a threat of humans. There's a threat on humans. So as humans, no matter what you look like, we need to link up in this common
Yeah,
cause.
but nah,
You don't think so?
Nah, this country makes money off of division.
Facts.
So they ain't trying to bring us together to do nothing together. Like, they would rather let some aliens pull up and
Came out with a pull
niggas is chilling and they think like the pilgrims has got our back. Like they not gonna sell us to them like they are trying to sell us to them. But what if
No, now see you
benefit.
getting your theory back.
the pilgrims
By the way, wait, before you finish, so I had somebody hit me up and say every time you called somebody a pilgrim last week, they laughed. And they appreciated it. And they
I'm
would like
dead.
to
Not
they
continue.
appreciate
Yeah, they appreciated it. They, man, pilgrim,
what if
man.
the pilgrims they get picked up like our ancestors did and they get taken somewhere in this
Amen.
alternative universe and then after like 15 years of hard labor they come back. Like you can send them all back. Like
Right.
take them but kind of like bring them back just so they can so they can see
Yeah.
so they can stop all the shit they be saying to us.
I'm with it. Because I still got to go to
Pills,
work. But
yeah, the pills gotta
if the
go.
pills is gone,
But if the pills go though,
then we can
then
set
we
up.
can- we can set up.
Yeah, I like the way you
then we can
thinking.
turn this country back into
I
Black
like
Wall
the way
Street for
you
real.
think.
And when they come back, they got to get in where they fit in the same way we had.
But
to.
you do realize that is not, I mean, alien shit aside, that is a lot of the majority of white, their argument, the ones like the insurrection and all that stuff, that is their argument when they're talking about getting rid of critical race theory in class and they don't want to teach about what really happened in history. Their argument is that we are weaponizing what they did to us as a way to try to turn it back one day and do it to them. Like they really think that we trying to squad up to put them into some type of bondage or slavery, and it's like we ain't really thinking about y'all like that. Like I just want to be able to do my thing. I'm not like, man, one day I just want to
pay these.
put this nigga in the backyard and
maybe they should have to go and pick some shea butter or something out of the fields and process it for us. Some shit we use.
Yeah.
Maybe they should have to go get their hands dirty and then come back and talk that shit.
I don't know though. I'm gonna come back to this at some point because, like I said, a lot of people's disappointed in the report that came out. But I am curious. I watched the videos, and if I was a pilot and I seen shit, just
stop being curious, man.
Nah, I need to know.
If you might know too much when they pull up, and then they might be like, you know too much about us. You gotta come with us.
Shit, I'm going. It's fucked up down here anyway.
Yeah, it might be worse when you rolling.
Nah, they rolling too. They rolling too, whether they like it or not. So last week we talked about the Verzuz that y'all didn't watch with Trina and E, and we previewed Bow Wow and Soulja Boy. Nancy took Bow Wow, I took Bow Wow. This guy over here took
Soulja.
Big Drake.
Big Draco.
So I know we was texting last night, so I know you watched it. I ain't getting no messages from you, so I'm assuming you didn't watch it.
I watched a tad bit.
You watched
like the end. I think I watched when.
You had a date?
No, I was laid up in the bed, like
laid up.
That's
cool.
No, like not like that.
We're not explaining. We're just talking about the You do not owe us no explanation. It's okay. But go ahead, continue what you were saying.
I was relaxing because I was in the sun all day, so I was tired.
We call it that too.
Oh Jesus! So I was laying down, and again, it's like Trina and Eve. I forgot about it, and when I logged on Instagram finally. I was like, it was 8 o'clock. I was like, does it start at 8 or 5? And it started at 8. And then I logged back off. And then when I forgot to go back to it. And then when I did go back to it, that's when Bow Wow was doing. He just came out, started doing. I just had the song anyway. I just had it a few seconds ago. And then Draco did Crank That.
So you was at the end.
Yeah, I was at the very end.
Well, let me tell you, you didn't miss nothing.
I figured.
You missed the shit show. It was comical. It was entertaining. Just off
too much
of the
going on in that shit.
All right, so I'm gonna run the highlights down.
Okay, run it.
Soulja played the same song 3 times.
Why?
First time in Verzuz history, a nigga played the same song 3 times.
Which for me, the first time, dead ass, first time was for me. And this was in the first.
Out of the first 5.
First 5, he played 3 songs the same song, and that's when I was like, oh yeah, this nigga lost.
Because I told you, he don't have 12 songs.
No.
20 hits.
He had songs, though.
No.
I ain't gonna lie. No, he didn't have enough to win, but he had songs. But he got that new song that She Make It Clap. So he like...
Your girl came on.
So he felt like, because that was relevant and it was recent, he played that bitch 3 times. So he had Nicki.
He played his version by himself.
Right, his version by himself. Then a version with Nicki.
And
then he brought out French Montana. So,
trash.
So Bow Wow, like, fam, like, you didn't play the same 3 songs. He also had DJ Academics on his side. He just gonna corny up whatever situation regardless if he's around. So that didn't help him at all. He brought out Lil Romeo, which was the wildest shit.
I seen that part.
Romeo wanted to do a Verzuz with Bow Wow. They got some type of friction.
Dude, he got 20.
Romeo? That nigga don't have 2.
Yeah, I thought you was about to say.
Oh no, hell nah. That nigga.
I ain't never heard of that.
So, and that's why Bow Wow was like, nah, because it ain't even close.
Right.
So Soulja Boy decided to bring Romeo out, which Bow Wow didn't know about. So it was awkward, and he was like trying to give Bow Wow his flowers.
You could tell Bow Wow didn't want to even say.
Somebody said they got friction over what's her name, Angela Simmons.
I think Romeo got friction over.
Yeah.
I don't think Bow Wow. I think Bow Wow cares about it. I sound like TG. Fuck about that shit. Yeah. Number one, look, this is the thing about this fucking person. I'm about to get into a spiel about.
When I was watching growing up hip hop, I saw the clip. I don't think they get along like that.
But
I like
Bow Wow's playlist of music.
Yeah.
I know about the songs, but I was too old to for that to gravitate toward. Like Soulja Boy's music was more tailored for me at that time than Bow Wow's was. But when I was even listening, it didn't even get it was so much going on in that
chaos.
fucking
It was
thing.
chaos.
I couldn't even I started off good, okay, I'm keeping score.
Right.
And at some point, no, it was when he started playing the same songs over. I was like, okay, let me just scratch this. I'm not about to keep scoring no more because this shit is ridiculous. But
it was chaos.
One thing I need to say to y'all.
Snap again.
Columbus, Ohio.
Oh yeah. He right what he about to say.
It's a lot of you old ass niggas that wanted Bow Wow. I don't know what the fuck y'all wanted from this 12-year-old at the time. I don't know. I don't know what you wanted from me.
Facts.
If I'm 12, 11, 10 years old, I'm not thinking about repping. I'm being a kid.
Right.
Like, this is what I'm doing.
Right.
But this nigga, he played every song he played almost. He mentioned Columbus, Ohio, or some city in Ohio. Every song.
Yeah.
What fucking else did you want for him to do?
They stay hating on him.
I don't understand it. I never understand. Like, what is the fuck is?
What you think it is?
I think. Oh, I don't know what I think it is. I mean, I just think it's just because when he was young, they moved him down to Atlanta, and he.
That's his home.
Right, that's his home. So they feel like he talks about Atlanta more than he does Columbus, Ohio.
Because he
was a child when he was here. When I don't know. It just doesn't
Right? It's so
it just doesn't make
ridiculous. Like,
sense.
I'm watching it versus. I'm like, I was getting triggered. Mace,
Yeah.
Y'all moved to California.
Mm-hmm.
He was born here in Columbus or in Youngstown.
He's born in Columbus.
Columbus.
Mm-hmm.
You take him to go act, dance, or whatever. He
Right.
blows up from it.
Right.
His social media, there are grown men and adults on his social media cussing him out because he don't mention.
rep.
What do you do?
Nah, man, y'all gotta get a job, get a life,
Bruh,
grow
like,
up.
I've never understood
it's weird.
the vile hate for this.
It's
this
weird.
dude. Like,
I just think that a lot of people, no, honestly, I don't have an answer. I don't know.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't
Like, he
make
was
sense.
a child.
Hey,
Like,
listen.
what did you want this nigga to do?
Columbus, give Bow his flowers.
Please.
The man got his. He was a child when he was here. He went to Atlanta, so that's what he considered home. And that's just it. The nigga came out in the Browns thing, jersey last night.
Yeah.
And like you said, on listening to them songs, when he say CO and Prince of the Old Town, like he was still
giving us
paying homage to the city when he
while he was getting ridiculed for
right.
not doing it.
Right.
But this is one thing that Bow should probably also do.
What's that?
He had on social media one year said that he was asking questions about Columbus, and he said, do y'all remember the big bear that was on the corner of Main and Livingston?
Yeah, I remember that. They killed him for that.
Yeah,
Main
like
and
Main,
James.
but Main and Livingston both run the same way.
Right.
So it's kind of like,
Right.
you gotta like understand, like,
He should have did his research.
yeah, or just
Before
not
he
say
dropped
nothing,
it,
or
or
not
not say
said nothing. Like, just like, I'm rich. Fuck
James
y'all.
and Olivia.
Hey, Bow, you ain't got to talk about Big Bear, bro. Like,
That-
you know what I mean?
and then it was
You do your
Big Bear.
man.
I mean, I love him regardless.
Yeah.
Whether if he's from,
Yeah. All day.
all day.
And he smoked this
Oh, he
nigga,
brought
yo.
out Omarion too.
He brought Omarion out. He brought Brat, JD. He had some nice guests. And like
Soulja Boy trolled the whole entire.
I love it though.
He
That's why I watched it. I
trolled
love
the
it.
whole entire.
Bow Wow.
Yeah.
Bow Wow.
Pee Wee. Little
Call him
Pee
Pee-wee.
Wee.
He's calling him Little Pee
Little Pee
Wee.
Wee.
He was like, man, that's old. You just keep playing these old songs, nigga.
Then that's what I'm saying. I don't think they understood what Verzuz was.
They
and
didn't
even
care.
Bow Wow didn't either.
They didn't care.
Because when Soulja played Nigga We Made It, like he's allowed to play that.
He
'cause
is,
It was
but-
his song.
But the problem with that was, and I think that part of it was with academics. Now he was DJing, that motherfucker couldn't get to the verses.
no, the DJs was trash.
because he let the whole song play.
But that was on Soulja Boy's side. Not Bow Wow's side had him lying where
Yeah,
he
he
came
was ready
in.
to
But
go.
Soulja Boy, this nigga was playing the
Look,
whole entire song just
he-
till it got to his part.
and he kept. That's why Bow was hot. He kept walking around like, how much of this song is this nigga gonna play?
Yeah.
And we ain't even heard his voice.
Right.
Like you just playing other niggas shit at this point.
But the Nigga We Made It song, when he played that,
Yeah,
I
That
don't
shit
even
hard,
recognize that as
It's not.
recognize that as a verse.
It's not.
Because at the end he was just talking this shit at
It's
the
not a
end,
verse.
but it was his song. So
but
he's allowed
that's
to
how
play
you
it.
know that he didn't have what it
Right.
took to even hang. So that's I don't even know.
But the songs he played though,
Oh, when they slept, they hit hard. I ain't gonna hate on Big Drake. You know what I mean? You know he out here shooting, killing people, making music. Like you
but there was
gotta
some
respect Big
Bow Wow
Drake.
was playing some trash too that I was like wondering why did you
Like
play
what?
it? There's a couple.
I don't wanna
I
get
can't
into it.
remember
I don't
them,
care.
but I can't remember.
We've given this too much time. We've given this too much time. I don't know what the next verses is, but we'll we'll let y'all know, or we won't if it's trash.
It
Fuck
wasn't
it.
it supposed to be Tony and?
I seen him.
That was
Tony
fake.
and
But
Mary J.
that's
was
what I
fake,
said. But it
yeah.
was fake.
Yeah, Mary J was on the Breakfast Club, and she
She
said
was
that
like, "Why?"
she was like, I don't know what a Verzuz would do for me.
Me,
Like,
exactly.
I'm me. Like, oh, you should get her wine. Did you see that part?
No, I didn't see
So-
her line, but I watched her documentary.
I gotta watch that. I wanted to watch it yesterday. I'm gonna watch it tonight.
That's sad.
She has a wine, right, called Sun Goddess.
Okay.
And the explanation was, she said that her sister started calling her that because she would be the last one to go in. She would want to sit in the sun all day. I was
Yeah.
like, that's you.
That's me.
Yeah, that's why she named it Sun Goddess. She said she would bake out there and be perfectly fine. Which I don't know how you melanated people.
Melanated.
I don't know how y'all do that shit, because I can't. As soon as that sun touch a nigga, I got to go
I'm
in.
straight gonna try the Sun Goddess.
Yeah, she said she got the wine coming out. But yeah, Mary J said that ain't no Verzuz gonna do shit for her.
It wouldn't. I mean,
It wouldn't.
it would. Like her streams and stuff would go up.
Well, yeah, they
but-
all go up off that, but for her,
But like it would be pointless because she's already like active and doing stuff. But they was
love her.
disrespecting Tony like she ain't got
And no
20
hits.
hits.
oh no, Tony got
That's
records.
yes, Tony. That's
She got 20 plus
That's what
that she
I'm saying.
can
I
get on
love
there
me
and
some
do.
Tony.
They got
that.
Tony
It would be a
fucked up.
bomb ass. It would be a bomb ass versus.
They
It
got
would
Tony
because
fucked-
those
but
are
I
two
don't think-
phenomenal women
I like
with
Tony.
hits.
I love Tony, but because her first album was
Her
like
first album was fire.
entire all singles.
I mean, she got laced. You got to think when she came out on that Boomerang soundtrack, Babyface and them gave her like
Yeah.
3 bangers on that alone. Like she was out of here.
but
Outta
Mary
here.
J, like, never mind. Feel like
I'm gonna
hearing
need y'all
people
to
talk
watch
shit
her
to me.
documentary. Though.
I'm gonna watch it.
I ain't trying to
I was gonna watch it last
do it.
night, but then I got
That's-
caught up in this
I was watching it,
foolishness.
I ain't
This
trying to be
Verzuz
that
foolishness.
sad. Her life is just
Her life is
I'm
just
good.
a real life.
Well, it's not gonna be as sad as you think.
I mean, because we see the finished product, but it's still a lot going on.
It's this documentary is basically giving flowers to the My Life album, which is
Fire.
She smoked crack too, didn't she?
She said cocaine. Crack is whack.
Crack.
So she did smoke crack.
Yeah,
Crack is whack.
Whitney
Whitney
let
let
y'all
you
She was
know.
smoking
Yeah.
crack with
K-City.
Well, crack is whack. Now
It
this
is whack, but that don't mean she wasn't smoking.
Hey, Whitney said, "What I look like smoking crack?
Oh, exactly.
That's a poor person's drug."
She was definitely smoking crack.
Her and Bob.
No,
Her and Bob. Yeah, for sure.
y'all are out of
No, they-
control.
what you
Yeah,
mean?
say her, she was
Wait,
losing
she-
weight around her knees. Like,
Listen,
that's-
this ain't even a topic. So
Right, let's get off.
We got to come back to this. But if you don't think she was smoking crack,
No.
and peace and blessings and love, rest in peace to Whitney.
they
she was an
fried
icon, but
chicken in cocaine. They were definitely smoking crack.
Nah.
No,
yeah, they were.
Nippy was smoking crack.
Leave
Yeah.
Nip alone.
Yeah.
Nippy was smoking crack for
Nip-
sure.
Nip definitely was.
She was, yeah, man.
Now, all right, we talking about Mary and just mentioned Whitney randomly. Those are women that I would consider a part of the black elite. Those are elite. They're elite talent.
Yeah.
They've accomplished. You know, you're talking about millionaires breaking barriers. They would be considered. I mean, obviously Whitney has passed away, but I would consider them elite.
Absolutely, I would.
Now, I put this on today's topic because I've been fed up for a while. I have.
You've been fed up?
I've been fed up for a while. And there's this new wave of black elitism that I call it that I'm not here for. And I don't like
From
it.
who though?
Huh? From who? I think from people who are trying to carve a niche and you know, create a lane for themselves, but ain't
That's not elite then.
exactly. You're not there yet.
Yeah.
You're
So-
using your path and your whatever you're trying to do and passing it off.
But that's what I
as-
mean. Like you getting mad at people who ain't elite that want to be.
Yeah, because they are becoming a cancer to the rest of the culture. They're bringing the culture down by these foolish shenanigans.
But okay. So I'm confused. Who?
All right, so
Example.
this is
Not
my
elite.
opinion of what I can consider this new age era of black elite. These are the people who stunt, floss, brag about the things that they have, or
Are these regular niggas you know, or like are these? See, this is my problem I'm having. Like, I personally can't let people like that bother me when I know they not elite.
Oh,
I
nah, see?
know they're not, so
Nah,
it's not
see?
even nothing that I
Nah,
actually
see.
pay attention
See, this
to.
is where this is.
So this is regular
this
niggas.
Is where, yeah, this is regular niggas.
On your timeline, that
Yes,
you see on,
and this
see,
is
that's
where
what I'm
we
saying.
and this is where we
Yeah,
differ
nah.
because I'm not gonna slide past that. I have to.
But I don't
address
see it.
Okay,
Oh, I
let's-
see it all the
let's
time.
talk about it.
All right,
Let's
so
talk about
listen.
it. You need to
This is what I'm saying.
Change your
Yes, let us know.
timeline.
This
It's
is-
kinda filthy if it's like that.
This is what I'm saying. If you all the time everything like okay, I saw somebody say black excellence or y'all need to know the difference between arrogance and black excellence, right?
Okay.
And I was like, all right, what does that mean? So I asked the person who posted it, what does that mean? And they said that a lot of people get upset or feel away because they think that other black people are arrogant for their accomplishments or the things that they do. Now, this could be owning your own, we in the era now that you got to have your own business. Like, if you don't own your own business, then you just rat shit. Yeah, you just here on earth and you don't contribute, which is bullshit. But, so stuff like that, just whatever your accomplishments are. But what I see...
You be fed up.
Bro, because listen, man, real talk. Real talk. It's got to stop. And if I'm just a one-man crusade on this, then I'll just be a one-man crusade. But y'all have to stop pretending that just because you want to separate yourself from what you perceive to be the pack. Let me give y'all an example. Let's say, because I said this yesterday on Facebook, I said, when y'all going to start shaming people who drink Casamigos tequila like y'all do Michael Kors purses? And people was like, well, what do that mean? It's like, what it means is that once enough niggas start doing one thing, then certain niggas gonna be like, oh, it's too many niggas doing it. I gotta do something else now. And when I go up here to do this, then I'm gonna talk back down on y'all for doing it. So what did I put on the outline? I said, airlines. Oh, y'all, you fly Spirit? Could never be me.
But Spirit... I've been on Spirit one time, and I literally never seen what was wrong with
Nigga, I fly to the moon on Spirit.
Yeah, not for real.
Y'all got me fucked up.
I've never seen...
For real?
Yeah, because...
What's wrong with Spirit?
I'm going to tell you my issue. Like I said that I would fly Spirit for like an hour. I was scared to fly Spirit from here to like, say... LA Vegas or LA because I wasn't for certain the quality of the plane. That's what I'm talking about. It has nothing to do with a discount because Sister Girl right here loves a deal. You hear me? Sister Girl right here loves a discount. I love discounts, honey. I coupon. I go to the clearance rack. Whatever. So it ain't about Spirit, being cheap. It's about the quality. Is there quality planes? Am I getting a clean plane? Well, and if the riffraff that's at the booth is going to be on the plane, I don't want to be riding on the soul plane like that. I want to make sure I get to my destination.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I jump on the soul plane.
Give me the soul plane.
No, when I mean that, I don't have no time to be sitting here.
I've only been on Spirit
I want to get to my destination.
I don't know. The one time I was on there, I was cool.
You understand? Now, mind you, we're not on ground.
Mind you, now
I'm not be fighting and scrapping.
Now, listen, I'm not with that. I'm not
with no riff
But man, if you riding in a hoopty on ground, then why can't you ride on the Spirit in the air?
Because you're in the air.
You can be in the fucked up car on I-70.
Yeah, but I can get out and I can walk. Because I can get out and I can walk.
All right, so look,
if the hoopty breaks down in the air, what we gonna do?
So airline shaming was one example.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. Vacation shaming is another.
Vacation shaming.
People don't even be minding their business, man. Like, how you gonna tell me I can't go to? If I want to go to Alum Creek and sit my ass in that dirty ass beach, and that's what I want to call vacation, that's gonna be my vacation.
I know people who say
what they say.
Y'all just dirtied up Miami. Everybody's in Miami. Y'all going to Vegas? I was going to Vegas 15 years ago. It's like, so why the fuck do y'all care where people going? And then with the STEMIs and PPP and all that, they only going places because they got a stimulus.
Money.
So the fuck what?
Right.
So what? Why do y'all care how people spend their money? Why do y'all have to separate yourselves and say,
so y'all just gonna go to LA? You could have got you an LLC.
Oh, bro!
How you gonna get that iPhone? That new iPhone?
Don't start with the LLC.
Instead of getting an iPhone, you need to get you an LLC.
Please don't start with the LLC.
Fam, I can't enjoy nothing. I can't enjoy nothing without somebody trying to tell me I need to start my business. This is the problem. I'm almost to the point where I'm thinking that LLCs, like, how many of them can you buy before they run out of them? Like, everybody ain't got good ideas enough to even have LLCs.
You can be like, yeah, man, I saved, $350, and I just went on ahead and bought me a nice little. You could have taken that $350 and registered an LLC, and then from that LLC, you could have built your business.
That's what I'm saying. Like, man.
These are the people that I'm talking about.
Okay.
They got to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Because
that ain't elite, though.
But they think it's elite. That's what I'm saying. It's their own mental perception that what they're doing, or even this whole boom on stocks, right? Now, if you got the game, give me the game. That's what we supposed to be
That's
doing.
what
we supposed to be
doing.
giving each other the
Helping.
game.
Yes.
But when you
I
come
try
on,
to give you the game on the blessing loom.
fuck that blessing room. See, that's what I'm saying. That look, once again, they was getting me out of here for that too.
But I came up on the blessing loom.
But you seen another
But
nigga post saying he lost 500.
Yeah, I seen niggas lose money. I came up.
At the end of the day, man,
But you gotta get on them when they first come out. You can't be one of the last niggas in the blessing loom.
see,
Because you get left with that bag.
if you know somebody's gonna get caught right slipping and lose money, why would you promote that?
No, because I'm coming up. If I can already get, that's wrong. Because somebody did it to me. So I put my 100 in this. So now I gotta get my 100
Did you
back.
see all of that, like, over the last few years, where it's like this blessing, they call it a blessing loom or the flower.
Like
where
you put in 100, and then everybody else put in 100, and then the person who's in the middle of that thing, they get all of the pot, and then they just keep going.
heard about it.
I was in there. I made a stack off of it off 100.
Okay.
And then but then when it started getting slow, I jumped out. I'm like, I don't even need that extra 600. I'm out.
Your local,
and then I just took my bag and I ran.
It was your local pyramid scheme.
Yeah,
And every time I would say that,
like,
people would be like, you just don't know. Then they start calling it the susu. And it was like, oh, you African susus have been around for generations. And if you get with the right people, and I'm like, I know what the fuck a susu is. And yes, if you got family and friends and y'all decide y'all gonna put money into a pot every month and y'all come up cool. But just niggas off Facebook and you like, yeah, give me $250, man, I'm gonna get that back to you. And then you don't get it back. Then it's like people caught her in the bag, but I'm wrong for like we gotta stop doing.
I wasn't gonna do it till Trav did it, and he wouldn't lie to me about that. And he came up, so he put me in one of his in Denver. So that's where I got all mine. I was getting cash app rings all day. It was like 100 here, 100 here, 100 here.
Look.
And then when I started seeing it getting slow, and they was like, "Hey, LeRon, can you promote some more?"
It's like, nah.
I cashed out.
We have to do a better job at looking out for each other.
I had pilgrims in mine.
And look,
so I ain't feel bad about running off on that plug.
looking out for each other don't always mean talking down,
yes.
talking at people.
Yes.
Because like I was saying with the whole like get you a Robin Hood, get you some stocks and all that. And it's like, all right, cool, right? If you're giving somebody the game, that's cool. But what we tend to do is that we tend to come out as if we are elevated above our own people.
And
that's the part that bothers me the
too.
most.
You
can't look, even if, let's just say you are a college grad and you're married to another college grad, y'all got, engineer jobs or doctors or whatever, and y'all doing well, right? Yes, you are probably outside of or above, financially what probably your family, your friends, you hear. But that doesn't mean that the people below you aren't
Trying.
Not trying, not capable,
Right.
not worthy. You know what I mean? So we play this game, and I see people all of the time. Like I had a dude that I know. They had a 20-year high school reunion, and they did the reunion, everything, the whole weekend. Right after the reunion, Buddy was like, "Man, most of my friends stuck in 2001." So then people was like, "Well, what do that mean, stuck in 2001?" And he started talking about, people's clothes and people's this and people's that. And a lot of people, now, Youngstown is a small city, so it's kind of like you can't really say shit like that without it.
Right.
So a lot of people felt the way about it. Like, what do you mean? Like, did you put together a reunion just to come back and
shit on people?
shit on people? You know what I mean? Not saying that that's what he did, but that's how it was taken. And it's easy, especially on social media, to get caught up in that because you see people all of the time, like I said, y'all still doing this? Oh, we been off that. It's
see,
like,
man. I got like maybe that's like 6 or 7 millionaires that follow me on social media.
That follow you?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not even 10%. That's like 1% of the ain't shit. That the rest of the ain't shit. That if you follow me on social media, you ain't shit either. Don't be jumping in my comments telling me what I need to be investing in. We probably make the same amount of money. If we don't make the same amount of money, we definitely got the same lifestyle because you looking and listening to my black ass. So I'm tired. I'll be tired of that too sometimes. But then I'm not you. I get them out.
You would just be like, I'm out of here.
I just remove them.
Do you know how many times people have told me, like, when I complain, they be like, "Oh, you just need to cleanse your friends list.
Cleanse your friends.
Cleanse your timeline. You need to unfollow and block." And I'm like, no. I ain't doing that shit.
So you just want to be mad.
No, I don't.
They're going to continue to do it.
But I want them to do better. And if I'm a one-man show to tell them that they need to do better. Now,
and that's why every time I say something, I'm like, "Hey, man, what's wrong with you, man?" Because I know what you be doing when you be on them posts. But hey, man, you about to stress yourself out talking to these people.
Nah, so the other
they're not
day,
going to change.
The other day I asked, what do it take to become a prayer warrior? Because I wasn't sure.
I remember you.
I don't know. I don't know what it takes. They be like, always calling on the prayer warriors. Am I a warrior? What do I have to be anointed to be a warrior? Do you have to say, hey, you got to pray harder to be? It's certain things that I think are sacred that we are just on social media doing whatever. Like,
So it's being a prayer word that's sacred.
No, but it's supposed to be. Look, if every time something happened, I run to Facebook and be like, I need y'all. I need the Warriors. Come on, come on. It's like, am I really wanting that, or am I wanting y'all to know that something's
going
wrong
on with you?
Right.
Exactly.
I'm not depending on nobody.
Nobody.
On Facebook to pray for me.
Bro.
Actually, I don't want nobody's prayer.
Bro, I didn't been through it. I didn't been through it, and not once did I go on Facebook like, help me.
I've never done that.
Nah.
I've never. I just asked the prayer warriors to pray me some margaritas in my life. I didn't get one fucking comment. I got laughs. They thought I was playing. They didn't give me no comments. No, I'm praying for you. No nothing.
Some things are sacred,
Jesus.
some things are sacred. Like you don't.
It ain't sacred once it hits the timeline. Once it hits the timeline, it's a wrap.
And so you shouldn't put it on there. Same thing with posting up. I can't stop these tears from crying.
Hey fam, I'm not even about. I'm not
What?
even.
You can't stop the tears. Well, put your phone down.
Yeah, man. I
Get a tissue or something, but you too busy recording the tears.
Hey, man, it take a lot.
Nah,
it take
man.
a lot of audacity to cry and then pick your phone up and look into it.
That's what I'm saying. That is what I'm
know
saying.
people watching. You know how much fucking audacity
Bro.
you gotta have to pick up your phone and then when your tears dry up, you gotta put your phone
Put
away
it down.
and get some more.
Look.
And then get back to
I'm
it.
telling y'all right now, and this is my audio visual will. I'm telling both of y'all, Grim, I'm telling you as you recording this right now. If I get into some shit, I get hurt, I get sick, do not let anybody in the hospital. They are not allowed to take pictures of my hospital band. They're not allowed to put messages out that we just talk to this nigga.
talk to
no.
I just called your phone and
I'm telling y'all right now. I'm telling y'all right now. Do not let them do it because it's bullshit. Everybody just want attention. I didn't want to come here, but we here now. Y'all got to stop wanting all of this motherfucking attention, okay? Because that's what it's really all about.
That's what it is.
That social media has really warped our brains.
Bro, I don't understand it. Like, and then it really make me feel some type of way when you from my era. Like, if you like 20 and younger, you were born up. You grew up in this, so this is like normal to you. But nigga, if you was born, if you over 30, your ass was around when wasn't no internet. You got friends, you got family. You could pick up the phone, you could call somebody, you could let them know like, hey, I'm going through this. I need some advice. When I got problems, do I at you on Facebook?
No.
How do you get? I call him.
You call me. You text me.
I do that with my friends and people that I trust with me. When I talk to you, it's through text or phone.
Now,
it's not ever.
The flip side of that is, and I've had this conversation.
Hey man, ain't no flip side.
No, I'm gonna tell you what people say. They say, what if that person doesn't have anyone? What if they don't have a shoulder?
That's what I was going to. I was
so
going to
what
hit on
is
that,
your,
but I was letting y'all talk.
So what's your recommendation for somebody who may not necessarily have a support system going through something? Do you still recommend the social media way?
I wouldn't recommend it first. I would recommend that you pick up the phone, call 911. But there are people that don't have anyone.
Right.
There is people that don't know what to do or how to handle if you're really going through. But I want it to be genuine though. It's not, I don't that's something you don't play with. And that's just my whole thing. If you genuinely are going through something, if you feel like you are really having a mental breakdown or you're really going to kill yourself and you don't have nowhere to turn and you think that getting on Facebook is going to help you, by all means get on Facebook. But it has to be genuine. Don't be playing with your life and don't be scaring everybody else to death.
But this is the thing with that.
So, but I do call 911 if you're going through anything. Call 911.
If you get on Facebook, IG, Twitter got a stories thing now, whatever platform you on, 99% of the time, nobody gives a fuck. They play.
You know what? We talked about this.
You let a nigga
We talked about this. Yeah, we did talk
You
about
let a
this.
nigga get on there and say, I'm about to kill myself. It's going to be 30,000 niggas in that live saying, hey, you take it too long. Or, hey, I can't see. Clearing your lens off. I can't see
It's the truth, though.
It's like
I'm
it's
not
the truth.
saying
It's
it's
gonna
not
be
true.
so
There
many
is gonna
people
be
in
somebody
there,
that
but
genuinely
that's why it's
cares
not.
and that
Yeah,
can send
but
some
you know,
help to that
niggas
person.
niggas don't see.
They see the negative
people that
more than they
care.
see the
They see
positive.
the negative.
But that's the key word that you said niggas. But there are people that genuinely love, like me. I don't consider myself like per se nigger and being ignorant. I am going to, if I see that happening, I am going to react in a way to save that person's life. I don't have time to be commenting like, "Oh, nigga, you gonna just jump? What's taking you so long?"
That's what you gotta get off, man. Like if that's all you wanted was some attention, I gotta go ahead and push you and let's see how far you willing to take this.
But that's why I said if it's really genuine, if you're genuinely going through something, and if you're going to get on Facebook and do that,
Right?
They are going to coach you into killing yourself
Some
if you
there
jump
will
on.
be, like you
All right,
said.
so look,
There will be some people.
so I actually love this topic, but we gonna come back because this is a whole nother episode. This is a whole. No, it really is.
Hey, don't get in my page. Don't let me see you struggling with your life.
No, he lying.
No, I'm not.
He lying.
I'm gonna get jokes off.
He lying.
I am gonna get these jokes
He
off.
lying, man.
Now, if you DM me privately and say
I'm
gonna
dealing
give
with
you my
something.
number, you can call me. I'll do that. But once you click go live, then that lets me know that you
He's
really
not-
do not give a fuck. That you want to get checked out. Cause I know for sure that I seen a nigga driving around in the city on live for like 2 hours talking about he about to kill himself. And you just gotta ask him, damn, bruh, like how much gas you got in your car? Cause this live been going on for a long ass time. Like, how are you still on here
LeRon is so
giving us up?
crazy.
No, cause that's the type of if you that's the energy you want, like the attention you want attention.
Then I'ma
I'm gonna
give
give
you
you
that.
attention. I'm not
I'ma
gonna
give
let
you
you
that.
tell me what type of attention. I'm gonna give you.
It sounds insensitive on the surface, but I actually kind of understand what you're saying
Yes, I
because
do.
you can't continue to seek that out.
If
and
if you ain't got
because
somebody-
really when you seeking it out, you're wanting the positive
That's-
reinforcement. You want
right.
people to be like, oh,
But
no,
now
don't
there's some
do it.
negative
Oh,
motherfuckers
yeah.
that's gonna be in your.
Because everybody think this is like a simulation. They
Yeah,
think it's a game.
niggas is gonna
Like, niggas
pull
don't
up.
care.
Everything is funny. So unless you get on there, if you gonna do that, you need to find people that you've seen on social media that seem like they're
Right.
okay. Like
Right.
even though that's a lie most of the time, but that's okay.
Yeah.
If this is the last straw you got, then if
do
you about
what
to
you-
check
yeah.
out, then you need to go ahead and jump in a DM and like, hey, I need to talk to you, or can I have your whatever,
Right.
however you want, or put your problem in the DM and talk about it there. However you gotta do it. Do not be crying and then you gotta go through. Oh shit, my phone just froze.
All right,
And
y'all,
then you
I'm
gotta
back.
do this.
I'm
Yeah,
back. I'm still
right.
crying.
Yeah, and then
Shit's still crazy. I'm crying.
hey man, once you click go live, I'm not even about to like take you serious.
Now look, I wanted to ask y'all something else too. I put it on there. So I was at work, right? And I had to meet this new person. And I don't want to.
Okay.
I had to meet a new person.
Okay.
And so we was talking, you know what I mean? And it was like, so, let me know how. And I was like, oh, well. I was like, things are looking pretty good around here. I don't know. Guys, we're getting to it. Everything's getting done. And I was like, well, who the fuck am I? I was like, why do I sound like this? And it was like, I turned it on immediately.
I was wondering what the fuck were you talking about?
I was at work.
I was here listening
It was like,
what
what's
you
going on? I
talking
was like, oh, well, buddy, let me...
Not well, but
Yeah, well, we're doing pretty good.
Oh,
Numbers
you code
are...
switched.
I code switched. Numbers are looking pretty good. We're doing well. We're doing swell. And I heard myself, and I was like, oh. And I cringed at myself. And so I had put it on Facebook. I was like, man, I caught myself in the middle of what they call a code switch.
Have you ever seen that movie?
Yes.
It's a weird ass movie
With
Keith
Omar
Stanfield.
Hardwick and
With Keith Stanfield,
when he
yeah.
was the salesman.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the same
I never
thing.
watched it, but
I watched it.
What
It's
movie
weird.
is it?
It's called
I don't know if I
is it Thank You for Not Smoking or something?
Thank
like
you.
that.
I forgot.
I
can't remember.
Yeah, I forgot.
But he's like a salesman, and they put like a voice over to his voice where as soon as he gets into the workplace, his voice sounds super proper, white, quote unquote. But I said that because I caught myself in the middle of a code switch. Now, code switching is when someone changes their language based on who they are with, typically to fit in better with the group. So I wanted to ask
Was you
y'all
embarrassed?
for myself.
That you felt it.
Yeah, because I mean, they probably loved it. G Willigers, like, you know what I mean? Like they
dropped
probably.
off of G Willigers.
I didn't drop that, but that's probably how they heard it though. You know what I'm saying?
G Willigers.
They probably walked away like, I like him.
They
He's,
probably thought you was what's the nigga name? Ned Flanders. They thought you was Ned Flanders.
I really like him. He's good.
Bro,
I
I
like him.
don't do that.
So and that's what I wanted to know.
Yeah, I don't do
Do
that.
you like professionally? Do you feel? First
I got in
off,
trouble for.
well,
for
see,
that.
my voice by nature is really niggerish. Like, and I mean, I don't mean that in whatever way y'all
Hey
might
man,
take
you ain't
that.
gotta explain it.
All right, cool. But y'all know what it
It's
is.
out there, it's out
we speak a language.
Right.
You know what I mean? They try to call it ebonics or whatever they call it, but we speak a language. And even when I post sometimes, I purposely, if I would say it as I ain't about to, then I type I ain't about to whatever because that's how I hear it and that's how I would say it. But when I'm at work, I feel like if I drop that on these people, then they gonna be like, is he uneducated? Is he less than? Does he not understand the language? So I seen so when I posted it, some dude was like, "Damn, Mark, you better than that." And I was like, it wasn't like a conscious thing. I didn't like say, I'm getting ready to activate. I'm going to turn it on right now. I didn't do that. It just started happening. Like, they was like, tell us about yourself. Well, you know what I'm saying? And I felt real bad. And I just want to know, are we at a place where society can accept you for who you are and look at you and say that this person is still educated, this person is still knowledgeable, without
depends.
you sounding like
them? It depends.
Yeah.
It depends on what environment you in though. Like it just depends. Like in a professional setting, probably not. But there are people. Keith Heading told me that joke. What was that of? More money.
More money. I love.
Told me that joke.
But why do
that-
why do we have to do that? Why do we have to do that to be?
I think it
accepted?
was more prevalent back then, like in the '90s, like mid '90s, going into the late '90s. But I think once it's gonna sound cliche, but I think once hip hop really became this booming culture, it started to shift everything. It started to shift how corporate America works, the music they listen to, the music that they use. So now, when people do it, it's weird. Like even if I'd have been around you, I'd have been like, "Hey,
That's
fam,
what I'm saying.
Like, what did you like?"
And sometimes you like, for instance, like my staff, the guys that work under me are black
niggas?
and Mexican.
Okay.
Black and Mexican. And when we in the office and it's just us,
y'all kicking,
niggas is shooting the shit. Like, like man, shit was crazy. So then we got to this lunching with these other people, and I felt them looking at me like
the Pilgrims.
Oh, like Mark then switched up.
The Pilgrims got to you.
Bro, I was in there like Oakley dope. Like I couldn't.
And you couldn't snap out of it.
So when dude was like, "You better than that," I was like, "Man, what I realized is that this is 30-something years of conditioning. Like it's subconscious. Like I didn't actively want to do it. I just did it. But I would love to be comfortable.
be able to do that.
You just at work.
Oh no, my supervisor has emailed me, "Hey, you can't talk like that." My supervisor is literally. I'm talking about the CEO's been in our meetings, our the head of our department. And he like one of them corny pilgrims that he's just corny. But when he taught his jokes, I don't be thinking he's funny, but everybody else in there be thinking they funny. But everybody in my department think I'm the funniest. So when I'm like, okay, if they gonna laugh at this nigga, he gonna get his jokes off. I'm about to get my jokes off. So I do it in my voice, my dialect. I don't say nigga or nothing, but I will. I don't change.
We should be able to drop that too.
Well,
I know people ain't.
My tone actually does not change, and I've actually had my immediate supervisor right after a meeting. Get in my hey, you can't. Like when it's just us, like the people.
It's fine when it's just
when it's just us. Like you can do that, but when the head of our department, you can't talk like that. I'm like, all right, well then I won't say shit the rest of no other meetings. And then when I'm not talking in the meetings, they be like,
say something.
Can you add something to the conversation? Like, it's too heavy in here. I'm like, nah, fam, I'm good. And that's how I tell them, nah, fam.
You say
y'all
fam
wanted
too.
Y'all wanted me to shut the fuck up. I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
Okay, so Nancy, how do you? All right, so like I'm listening to your voice, and I feel like
always have like a natural like.
Do you feel like you code switch?
No, I don't feel
like. You think your voice is your voice?
But her voice is like it's not a code switch now, but it's like a code switch.
Flanders.
It's like there.
Yeah, she like Nancy Flanders.
She bubbly
naturally. So
that's how it is.
So you've never felt like the need to depending on the environment.
But what about what about the opposite?
What?
When you gotta go nigga. Like I'm talking about full blown nuclear nigga on a nigga. Like when how do you use
a different voice?
I use different words. That's what I was gonna say. Like my voice may not you know, like my tone or
So what
you know,
about with your
but my
girls?
attitude and my word switch. Like
Okay.
if I have an attitude, you're gonna know. And if you know if I have an attitude with you're gonna know. You're gonna know my whole demeanor, my body language is gonna tell you.
You got a lot of friends?
My circle is small.
Oh, but not a lot, but like 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
Are they ratchet?
No.
Damn. So you got any ratchet ones?
Everybody do.
Anybody that brings
Everybody
that
got
out?
some ratchet
Yeah,
friends.
I mean,
brings
yeah,
out
I
of you.
have people that I don't like to call them ratchet. I just feel like our upbringings are just different.
That was
Yeah.
the word.
Now,
But-
were you
That's the
ever
best thing that I could call.
Yeah.
were
without
you
offending
ever
you.
not for the way you speak? Did you ever have people be like, "Oh, Nancy, you got that like proper"?
No.
You know how it was when we was younger. Like you
Yeah.
talk
Sound
white.
No, I've never
Okay,
been told
so-
I spoke white. Never, because I
But
don't.
you are half white.
I am half white, but I was raised with all my black. I don't know any
You
of
was
my
raised
white side of the
around niggas.
family.
It was all
They
niggas.
disowned me, so I can't tell you about
Gotcha.
the white side of my family like that. So.
So would
That's
you?
crazy.
So do you ever feel like there would be a situation where you feel like you would have to switch up or change up, and would
No,
you be
because I
comfortable
feel like
doing
I
it?
speak. I don't feel like I speak proper, but I feel like I can speak, and I don't speak. You know, like when I say proper, I mean like I use the English language correctly.
Right.
I don't. But when
Do
I don't
fine
either.
women gotta? Have to conform to your environment for real.
No.
Right.
Not
So we be asking her questions like this should be applying to her.
She'd be like, I ain't never dealt with
I
that.
ain't never had to deal with that
that.
shit. Because you walk in a room and the room probably conforms to whatever you're doing.
I still have to do interviews, I still have to speak to people, I still have to
Yeah,
conduct myself in
but-
mannerisms. Whereas,
But
you
do
know,
you have to conduct yourself in any way? Like, I don't feel like. Yeah, I just don't feel like that happens.
Yeah, it happens to me. It does. It does. And like it's been times like I sit in the an interview or speak to someone. I'm like, oh, I used that. That was not.
Yeah.
That wasn't. I didn't use that correctly.
You know what though? The older I get, and probably the more weed I smoke, which if y'all didn't know, I smoke weed.
I smoke a lot of weed.
I don't smoke like you. I can't believe
We need
this
a
shit.
green room strain.
We do.
Ooh.
And it's called Green Room.
Green room. Oh,
That's a good idea.
Somebody.
When I
if
first
you know
met this
anybody
dude,
into the
you know, everybody
cannabis
growing
industry,
their own
please
strains
hit us up.
of weed. You can grow your own and name it. You know, everybody got their
Green
own.
room
bro.
strain will be fine.
But when I first met this dude, like early on, I didn't know him forever, and it was like he wasn't a smoker
at all. No, I wasn't smoking.
at all. And then within the
COVID.
last like
COVID.
3, it's
COVID.
that recent.
That's when I
So
started
now it's
smoking COVID.
like I pull up to him sometimes and he roll his windows down and the motherfucking smoke bellow out the car, and I be like, I don't even remember, you know what I mean, him being like that. But even with me, like I smoke. But I feel like I'm getting to that age where you were talking about I didn't use that word correctly. Sometimes I be in situations I'd be like, man, the word is right
Fair.
there, but I smoke too much and I can't. My brain ain't clicking like it used
Hey,
to.
man,
So,
might do that too, but
Mine
sometimes
too.
I just say whatever the
but
fuck.
look though, and I would much rather. And listen, this is a pro tip: if you don't know the word, don't force it. Just say something else, man. Don't be in there talking crazy.
Hey, now I just said some crazy
bullshit.
words, but they're words. Like you can't tell me what the fuck I want this word to mean. If you understood what I was saying when I was saying it, then this
that's
word
what it
meant
is.
what it meant. God damn it! If you knew what I was saying, don't try to tell me that's not what that means. No,
But-
you know what the fuck I meant.
But I can't front though when I'm in a situation and I hear other people use the word crazy. I'll be like, ooh. I'll be like, that nigga did not use that correctly. It's like, oh shit.
Hey,
Especially if it's like a nigga too. You be like,
just know when I say the word that I know that it wasn't the right word, but I'm using it in the way that I want to
Man.
use it. So
I be hearing cats say some shit. I be like, man, that's even like the interview that the one dude did, Quando Rondo, right? So he's supposed to be the nigga that shot, or his people shot the one young rapper King Von, whatever. But he did an interview with Angela Yee, and he was in a car with her, and he was like, to my
she got it wrong with
understanding,
him?
yeah, and he was like, my understanding of it, ma'am, understandment. And I was like, man, why do he keep saying understandment?
Not
And understandment.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like,
But you know what the
he
nigga
meant.
meant.
Like, so don't try to correct him, or he might.
If I was Angela, I would.
Hey, he was just like this.
You mean understand?
Nope, he was like this.
You ain't about to do that with no nigga that just killed the nigga.
Shit, yes, I would.
I'm like, you
To
say
my
that.
understanding of it, ma'am, she was like,
Sometimes you just gotta say understand me.
but nah, look, I hope we at a point where we don't have to code switch. I want to get out of it. Every time I do it, I cringe and I feel crazy about myself. So I don't. Then I mean, you said you your authentic self. You your authentic self. So I tell y'all what. This week I'm going to work and I'm gonna be my authentic self, and I will let y'all know next.
Don't lose your job, man. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, if this is not who you are, like, if you a code switcher, then code switch.
Nah,
if it make
man.
you comfortable.
Nah, I'm gonna just say
But
what I
it's
would normally say.
subconscious, so you don't even understand that you're doing it when you do
I hit him
it.
with the.
Hey, man, when
ducks
if your
quickly.
voice go up with another octave, man, yeah. That would even make me feel weird. If
One time
say
I was on the phone with my sister on my cell phone, and my office phone rang, and I put her on hold. And I picked up the phone, and I was like, yo, we'll get that taken care of for you right here. Look at these
so she
simple
wasn't here.
lit. Man, I got back to the phone. My sister was like, nigga, what the fuck is you doing? I'm like, man. But, you know, I'm going to try it, though, next week, and I'm going to let y'all know how it is. I had one more topic, but we'll come back to that particular topic. It was a story about this Facebook page that we have for my neighborhood. And,
Oh, okay.
Do you close?
Yeah, I'm real close.
Riverside Green, they have like a neighborhood Facebook page.
Okay.
And on that page, like, it's a bunch of, people.
Talking.
They try to help
Pilgrims.
people. A lot of those. And they try to help people and whatever. Oh, I'm selling this, or come by, pick this up, or, I'm we're having a food truck, whatever. And, you know what, fuck it. Let's just talk about it real quick.
Okay.
Because I got to get this off. A guy moved into the neighborhood. Black dude. Black dude had sole custody of his kids.
Oh,
He
we
said he
going
had-
there?
Said he had 2 kids. And so what would happen is that he would go into the Facebook group and he would say, like, I'm struggling, right? Like, I'm fucked up out here. I need this. I need this. I need that.
Attention, man.
Hold on, right? So he would say, like, yo, like, I can't even cook meals. I can't do this. I can't do that. Like, I'm fucked up. So the neighborhood would
Come
rally
together.
around and
Help
get him cookware, get him this, get him that. Yo, I don't have a job. I can't. All right, let me see if I can get you a gig. Blah, 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 blah. So when he moved, I ain't gonna lie, like, after about the 12th time, I told my wife, I said, hey, I don't know about fam, because this nigga need a lot. Like, every time he needs something. But, hey, whatever. So, we contributed, whatever. So
You
then,
did too?
we gave him something. I can't remember now. My wife spearheaded it. I dropped it off. I thought, like I said, I thought the nigga was whatever. So it got to the point where last week somebody posted on there. Somebody posted in this neighborhood group that they seen this nigga in the bar, and he ordered him a triple Patron. He ordered a triple Patron margarita, and it was like $20-something, and he gave the chick 40 and said, keep the change. So now they calculating all the stuff they done gave him over the year and said, hold up, a nigga in this position should not be ordering triple Patrons and tipping bartenders. And they put this in this neighborhood group. And everybody knew who they was talking about. And then they put his name in there.
Ooh.
Then after that, people started digging. They looked this man up online on Franklin County. He got cases. They put his cases on there.
No, they didn't.
I swear to God.
Jesus.
So they did all of this all because they felt like they was getting
Bamboozled.
bamboozled by this
Can't
guy.
knock the hustle, man.
So-
he got y'all for the blessing loom. That's all. He got y'all for the blessing loom, and y'all fell for it. That's what y'all get.
Hey man, because I felt bad. Like, even though I said early on I thought he was hitting the jokes, but it ain't my place to. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. If he
Nah,
hit me,
it's
he
your
hit me.
place, man. If
To
it's
say
on
what?
the internet, man, it's your
What I
place.
supposed to
Once
say?
it's my business, I can say what I want.
But I'm not about to be like, hey, y'all know this nigga is juxing y'all. Like, I
I
don't
don't tell
care.
him. I'll probably hit him like, hey, fam, I need in. I need parts.
LeBron, you
So,
so crazy.
so
I need
he.
parts of that, bro.
But you know what though? I honestly, even though,
Because y'all live in like,
and that's the thing too. Like, even being in that area, because I say sometimes like we live in Dublin, but like I ain't in Dublin.
nah, you in Dublin.
No, I'm in regular Dublin.
You in Dublin.
I'm not in golf course Dublin. I'm in shit can still go down Dublin. So I don't want people to get it twisted. Like, I'm still right there. I'm not out here
But
living
that's
no
a
good
nice
life.
group to be in.
It's a nice little neighborhood, but
The Facebook group is a nice group. You can come up in there.
if I wanted to, if I woke up every day and was like, yo, shit fucked up out here. I'm doing bad.
I would
Like,
have never thought to have done that.
I
I'm
would've.
too prideful.
oh man,
I-
but I'm prideful enough
I'm
that I
not
don't.
prideful enough to do not.
I don't even put me. I told you we argued about me putting my Cash App up for my birthday, and
Yeah.
I was like, "That's a no-no." Like, I'm not putting nothing up. I don't need nothing, even though I'd like to have it. I ain't gonna.
I wouldn't do it if I needed it, but if I know I'm trying, if I'm lying, I
Right.
would do it if I'm lying. Like if I actually sincerely needed the money, I would not get on Facebook.
But they shouldn't expose them, and that's the whole point.
Nah, you gotta get exposed.
No.
Because
But see, but this is where my blackness kicks in, because I feel like they exposed mans because they was looking at him from jump like.
They just got to fight him then if they feel some type of way.
This guy here's trying to pull fast one on us.
But he pulled a fast
so
one.
So the triple Patron margaritas would sent them over the edge.
You ain't
like now.
It was the $20 tip.
It was the tip. It was the tip.
You know people who owed you money and was out still doing stuff.
I do.
Like spending like they had it.
I do.
Like, nah, fam, I just gave you something that you said you needed, and you drinking my shit right now.
Hey, if y'all want to know, don't ever do that. If you owe somebody some money and you ain't paid them, it's bad enough you ain't paying them, but now you out kicking it and you owe them money, and you know that's wrong. You know it's wrong. But nah, man, I brought it up because I felt like they ganged up on dude, and you know, whether or not he was trying to get over, whether or not it was honest, you don't do that to somebody publicly. Not pulling court cases and shit like that. That's wrong. That's dastardly. Even though, nigga, I know what you was doing.
Nigga said that's dastardly.
Yeah, shit dastardly. Conundrum last week.
Conundrum.
I mean, but them ain't big words because I don't know too many.
But it's
words.
like a lot of them words ain't in
smart.
our vocabulary though. I ain't never used dastardly in a sentence until just now.
Hey man, I appreciate y'all once again this week, man. For real, we be trying to keep it to this hour because I could keep going. But appreciate y'all once again. This nigga here. Nigga, quit trying to relive 02.
Nah, I gotta bring it back, man. Jean shorts next week.
But next week is the 4th.
What jean shorts the week?
Y'all celebrating, or did we do Juneteenth and we done with the 4th, or do we celebrate the 4th? What's the protocol?
I'm not celebrating, but I'm not above a plate.
I'm never above a plate.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I'm off and people cooking, it's not even about just celebrating the holiday. It's about coming together, spending time with one another.
We can't never get you get you to spend time with us.
That's not true.
Ever.
Facts. Like, hey, what everybody doing tonight? And you be like, man, I ain't heard from Nancy. She ain't even say nothing. We don't know what's going on. Her shit. What's going on?
Out there bronzing, thirst trapping them teenagers in your neighborhood.
Nigga called her an Oscar. Said she had golden up to an Oscar. Oh, yeah. An Oscar color.
I forgot what I said.
You said I was an Oscar?
You did call
you definitely would look like an Oscar.
But we appreciate y'all for another episode, man. We'll be back. I don't know if y'all want to record next week. I think I'm going to be out of town for the 4th going home.
I'm already activated. I was perusing the IG and see Nancy was activated already looking like an Oscar.
I may be home on Sunday, so we might record later in the week. But as usual, appreciate y'all. The Green Room. If there's anything y'all want us to talk about, I did get a message.
Did you?
About what?
I got a message on Instagram.
We need to open up the email back.
I know we do.
So they can
we still got it. We can open it back up. The thing on
I sent them to the DM, Golden Room DM. That's why I said
the Instagram was like, why do men in relationships? Why do men in relationships appear to be single, want to flirt? Yeah. It was nasty.
Next comment.
It was nasty.
They said, why do they look? Why are they in relationships but pretend to be single if they never gonna leave their significant? Yeah, their wife or significant.
Everybody want role play till it's time not to. You want to role?
But look, the person that sent it don't even seem like a real person. So I'm wondering now, like, was it smoke? Like, what?
You think somebody might have just like
was that a personal?
Yeah, personal attack.
You want to know if niggas is I don't know. It looked real nasty though. So whoever you were, this is us talking about it.
We'll get back into it.
We can talk about it
the next time.
We can talk about it though. I mean, whether it's marriage, relationship, or whatever, and it ain't just men. It's women too.
There's reasons for it.
It's women too.
I got reasons. We gonna get into it. I'm going to educate y'all next week.
Well, that's what it is, man. Next week we're gonna try to get on that.
Send more. Send more questions so we can just have like a whole episode of us answering questions. If y'all want to, don't send dick pics to Nancy through there because we don't want to see the shit.
Who would do that?
Man, I'm sure she got some creeps on there.
But they ain't sending the
Not
stick.
on the Green Room.
They probably would.
They ain't sending the
because
stick.
I'm about to tell them if they have any questions that you want to ask Nancy, we can answer them publicly on the show. If you have any questions you want to ask myself, I will be more than happy to enlighten y'all on whatever you need to know because I am.
He ready. You can tell by his tone. He ready.
Yeah. And so we can do that. Let's start opening up that email and getting these questions answered because there's a lot of lost souls on that timeline. Not calling you one, but yeah.
Well, that's what it is, man. It's the Green Room. Marc G, LeRon, Nancy, NiChole. We out.
We need to do that for opening. Yeah,
we do.